If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. So I made a video the other day, actually I made two of them, about this stuff, the snow, 20 inches of snow. And in both videos I talked about being a nomad does not necessarily mean you are a survivalist. Some of the things that you're going to have to endure out in the national forest, and here's a perfect example: snow, tornadoes, hurricanes. And I tried to give explanation as to why I don't think you can do it. You can't store enough stuff to be able to survive this kind of thing. So I said the best thing for a nomad to do is get out of the national forest when you see something like this happening and go into town where there's resources. There's no way I could stay out in the national forest with this because there's no way I could get out. They're not going to maintain the roads at all. So I'm going to be stuck there for weeks. Now, the more interesting thing is it's going to snow again this weekend. And it's going to get down into single digits, maybe even to negative digits Fahrenheit. Assuming that I had stayed out in the national forest with this snow event, because I'm some sort of superhero, survivalist, now I'm going to have to really double down and deal with some extreme temperatures. Also, I was absolutely astonished how many people were upset that I said that you cannot survive out there. And so what they would do is they would tell me what I need to do or what I need to buy, which in the video I said, every time I make a video like this about weather, people are going to say, you need to buy. Well, it was no different. It's almost like they didn't listen to me say, okay, you need to buy. Because you could buy yourself out of living this lifestyle. You could pack so much stuff into that camper. I had one guy tell me, well, I could do it. I could live in a truck camper and have enough stuff in the truck of my bed of my truck to survive that for 30 days. The problem is you're not supposed to be in the national forest for 30 days. 2-week limit. So I'm not sure how you're going to get your truck out of the national forest in 2 weeks, because four-wheel drives aren't going to cut it. So let's get into the four-wheel drives. Had a ton of people tell me, oh yeah, you're going to get four-wheel drive, get out of there, no problem, no big deal. And I even showed you in the video where a spot where four-wheel drives were getting stuck here in town and had to get pulled out. What was happening was they were getting stuck on snow mounds in the center of their truck, so their wheels weren't really grabbing the ground anymore. And so their tires would just spin while their truck was sitting on top of a snow mound. Just yesterday I watched some guy trying to back out of his driveway. He pulled forward, four-wheel drive, and just revving up that engine. I mean, sounding really bad. And then he'd gun it backwards, back and forth. Well, finally, I mean, his big old four-wheel drive monster truck finally did it. Got out of there, pulled right out, and ripped the front shroud from underneath his truck, the bumper of his truck, ripped it clean off. Just the other day at the RTR, I watched a video, and it's raining down there, and they're advising everybody to stay put, don't move. Well, no, the four-wheel drives, they know they can do it. So now they're spending $300 to get tow trucks to come out there to pull them out. You're not really a survivalist if you're requiring a tow truck to come pull you out. One of the things that would concern me is I heat with propane heat. Well, of course, the survivalists say, no, you need a wood stove. Go get yourself a wood stove, put it in that camper. Okay, I'll go get myself a wood stove. And for this, this event, remember, I'm a nomad. I don't want to be here in Missouri. That's the key. I would much rather be in a warmer spot. Now, what am I going to do with that in the summer? It's just going to take up space. Now, the survivalist said that I have plenty of room in my truck so I can have all these things. There's plenty of room for me, Carolyn, our clothes, our food, the whole deal to survive. And then also add a wood stove that I'm not going to use. Or you could just use your Coleman's cook stove that you cook with every day, 365 days a year, and use that as a heat source also. Multi-purpose. The thing is when you come to town with a wood stove, a lot harder to get wood. So it's not even functional when you're in town. It's only functional if you're out in the national forest. Staying longer in a national forest than you're supposed to be staying because it's a 2-week stay limit. Somebody said, well, you need to learn how to hunt. Well, I find that funny. I'm from Missouri. I learned how to hunt before I learned how to walk. But I will tell you, if you are caught hunting on a national forest, you will never be hunting again. Well, you're never going to survive the government meltdown. No, I'm a nomad. I didn't come out here to survive the government meltdown. I didn't come out here to be a rebellious to society. I came out here because I just, wanted to enjoy nature and be myself, get away from people when I can, to de-stress, to enjoy life. I didn't come out here to give the finger to the government because it's going to melt down and we're all going to have to avoid the zombie apocalypse. Look, I'm not knocking survivalists. If you want to be a survivalist, that's fine, but I don't think you're going to do it on a national forest. Those rangers are going to haul you out. The whole point of national forest is to preserve nature. That was the whole point of it. Well, if you're going out there hunting illegally, off-season, without licenses, as a nomad, because remember, if you're a nomad, and I'm in Missouri this month, and next month I'm in Florida, that means I got to have a hunting license in both states, assuming that what I'm hunting is in season. And then, if you're not going to have electricity, which means you can't refrigerate the meat you just caught, now you got to have all these supplies to smoke the meat, or cure the meat, dehydrate the meat. And if we're really talking about survival skills and hunting, are you going to do it with a bow and arrow that you make from sticks out of the national forest, or are you going to carry a firearm? If you carry a firearm and you're going to stay out there months on end, how much ammo are you going to carry? Are you going to bring a reloader? All this takes up space and weight. Maybe you can build a trap and catch rabbits, but I've watched Survival Man too much to know that you're not going to get 3 meals a day doing that. So, thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.